Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because there's a lot happening behind the scenes in the NFL. And one of the most intriguing rumors swirling around involves none other than Jeffrey Simmons, the disruptive star defensive tackle from the Tennessee Titans. The Giants are reportedly eyeing a bold move that could shake up the entire NFC landscape. According to the latest speculation, the Titans, who are currently sitting at 4-8 and firmly in rebuild mode, are considering trading Simmons in exchange for a package that includes first-round picks and a promising defensive lineman prospect. Why? Well, the Titans are focused on building for the future, especially with their cap space of around $11 million, and they're looking to prioritize youth, especially with the upcoming extensions for their quarterback Levis, who's shown flashes of brilliance but still needs development. But here's the kicker. Simmons, a proven Pro Bowl disruptor, is a game-changer on the interior. He's a player who brings the kind of explosive pass rush and run-stopping ability that can flip a defense in an instant. Measuring at around 6'4" and weighing close to 305 pounds, Simmons is the kind of player who commands double teams and creates chaos in the backfield. His 2025 stats are impressive: 25 solo tackles, 15 assists, and 40 combined stops, along with 50 sacks, 30 quarterback hits, and a TFL tackle for loss count of 8. His PFF grade overall sits at an elite 85, with pass rush ratings at 88 and run defense at 80. These numbers aren't just good, they're elite for a defensive tackle. Simmons has been remarkably durable with minimal injuries, playing 12 games last season, and he's proven to be a consistent force. In terms of career achievements, Simmons has amassed over 50 sacks and more than 300 tackles, with a PFF average grade of 87. His pressure rate is plus 19%, and his EPA, expected points added, per snap is around 3, which places him in the same conversation as some of the best interior linemen in the league, like Aaron Donald. Simmons' ability to generate pressure, over 110 pressures in 2017, makes him a true difference maker. The Titans, however, are cautious. Their offensive line is still a work in progress, and although their front seven has generated 45 TFLs this season, they've struggled to consistently impact the game, especially against top-tier opponents. Now, from the Giants' perspective, bringing Simmons into the fold could be a game-changer. The Giants' defensive line has been solid, especially with Dexter Lawrence anchoring the middle, but they've lacked that consistent interior disruptor who can collapse the pocket and force quarterbacks into mistakes. Simmons could be that guy. His ability to stuff the run, allowing just 4-5 yards per rushing attempt, is impressive and would complement Lawrence's strengths perfectly. With Simmons, the Giants could see their defensive front become a nightmare for quarterbacks, especially when paired with a pass rusher like Kayvon Thibodeaux or Leonard Williams. Imagine the havoc they could wreak together, forcing turnovers and reducing opponents' scoring opportunities. Looking at the broader picture, the Giants are certainly still in a rebuilding phase, but they're trending upward. Their defense has been better than in previous seasons, but adding a player like Simmons could elevate their game to a whole new level. The potential projection is a reduction of about 5 points per game in points allowed, bringing that number from 28, 2 down significantly. That would be a huge step toward becoming a playoff-caliber team, especially in a division where every game counts. The NFC East is fierce, with teams like the Eagles and Cowboys always in the mix. But if the Giants can bolster their interior pass rush with Simmons, they could become a real playoff threat. And let's not forget the playoff implications. If Simmons joins the Giants, their odds of winning the NFC become even more favorable. Right now, their Super Bowl odds are around plus 8,700, but with a defensive upgrade like Simmons, those odds could tighten significantly, maybe even into the plus 2,000 range. He could be the X factor that pushes the Giants into a deeper playoff run, especially if they manage to dominate the interior of the line and control the trenches. Remember, football is won and lost on the line of scrimmage, and Simmons gives the Giants a legitimate shot at dominating there. From a strategic standpoint, the Giants could leverage Simmons' presence to set the tone early in games, establishing a strong run defense and pressuring quarterbacks without needing as many blitzes. This would allow their secondary to play more aggressively, knowing that the front seven can handle the run and collapse the pocket. It's a win-win situation, especially when considering that Simmons' contract situation might be manageable within the Giants' cap structure, particularly if they're willing to make some roster adjustments to accommodate him. On the Titans' side, it's clear they're prioritizing youth and long-term growth. Simmons, at 30, is not exactly young, but he's still playing at an elite level and can serve as a veteran leader for a rebuilding team. The Titans might be hesitant to part with him, but the opportunity to acquire high draft capital and develop their younger players could be too tempting to pass up. For the Giants, this is a golden opportunity to bring in a proven difference maker, someone who can immediately raise the level of their defense and help them contend for the playoffs. Let's also consider the historical context. The Giants have a history of making bold moves on the defensive line, from acquiring players like Michael Strahan to trading for Justin Tuck. These moves changed the course of their seasons and helped them secure Super Bowl titles. Bringing Simmons into the mix could very well be the next chapter in that legacy, an addition that transforms their defense from good to great and sets the stage for a deep playoff run. The NFC is loaded, but with Simmons, the Giants could be the team that surprises everyone, especially if their offense continues to develop under Brian Daboll and Daniel Jones. As we look ahead, the potential impact on the 2025 season is enormous. Simmons paired with Lawrence could form one of the most formidable duos on the interior in the league, disrupting passing lanes and shutting down the run game. This kind of interior pressure is exactly what the Giants need to take the next step and challenge teams like the Eagles or the 49ers. It's about building a sustainable, dominant defense that can carry the team deep into January and beyond. The Giants are on the cusp of something special, and if this trade materializes, it could be the move that defines their season and possibly their future. Of course, there are skeptics. The Titans are wary of giving up Simmons, especially since their rebuild hinges heavily on developing younger players and managing their cap. Plus, Simmons' age might be a concern for some teams looking for long-term stability. But for the Giants, who are in a window of opportunity, adding a player of his caliber makes sense. It's about winning now and setting up a foundation for sustained success. Simmons' presence would send a message to the entire locker room. The Giants are serious about contending and willing to make bold moves to get there. Now, for the fans, this is the kind of news that gets you excited. Imagine the energy if Simmons joins the Giants, how it could energize the entire defense, and how it might shift the narrative around the team. It's the kind of move that could make the difference between a solid season and one that's remembered for the championship run. The NFL is all about the trenches, and the Giants are clearly looking to dominate there. This potential acquisition might just be the key piece they need to turn their aspirations into reality. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, fans should keep a close eye on how this situation develops. The Giants are known for making strategic moves, and if they pull the trigger on Simmons, it could reshape their entire defensive outlook. The team has shown resilience and a knack for developing talent, but adding a proven star like Simmons would elevate their game to new heights. It's not just about adding a player, it's about sending a message that the Giants are all in on winning, and that they're willing to do whatever it takes to get there. Many in the league see Simmons as a player who can change the game from the inside, creating chaos and freeing up other pass rushers to get after the quarterback. For the Giants, who have been looking to improve their pass rush and stop the run more effectively, Simmons could be the missing piece. His ability to generate pressure, over 110 pressures in recent seasons, would significantly boost their sack numbers and overall defensive dominance. Pairing him with Lawrence and other young defenders could set a new tone for the Giants' defense, making them a nightmare for offenses in the NFC. In the grand scheme of things, this move fits perfectly with the Giants' long-term vision. They've been building through the draft, developing young talent, and making smart free agent signings. Acquiring Simmons would be the next step, an aggressive move to push them over the edge and into serious playoff contention. Their fans have been patient, watching the team grow and improve, and this could be the move that finally puts them back into the spotlight as a true Super Bowl contender. So what do you guys think? Would Simmons be the perfect fit for the Giants? How do you see this affecting their chances in the NFC and beyond? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because, honestly, this could be one of the most exciting developments of the offseason. The Giants have a real shot at reshaping their defense, and Simmons might just be the guy to help them do it. Keep supporting your team, stay tuned for more updates, and let's see how this story unfolds in the coming weeks. The NFL offseason is full of surprises, and the Giants are right in the middle of it, ready to make their next big move.